Hey music lovers! Are you ready to elevate your audio experience without the hassle of an external amplifier? Today, we're diving into the world of powered bookshelf speakers to find the best options for 2024. Get ready for rich sound, compact designs, and plug-and-play convenience. We'll be comparing features like sound quality, power output, connectivity, and design to help you choose the perfect speakers for your home. So let's turn up the volume and find your new favorite audio companions. Number 5. PMC Prodigy 1. These might be PMC's entry-level stand mounts, but they sound anything but, and they're not exactly cheap either. That's hardly surprising. They're measured and listened to alongside the firm's reference models, and feature the same 27mm soft dome tweeter and 13cm mid/bass driver taken from models further up the company's line. They also feature Laminaire, the aerodynamic port which was first developed for the flagship QB1 studio monitors. This smooths the passage of air exiting the speaker to minimize airflow noise and improve bass definition. The design is pleasingly minimalist, though it lacks some of the high-end polish of PMC's pricier models. But sonically, they're stunning, boasting excellent detail, clarity, and charisma. The mid-range is full of dynamic expression and solidity, and the bass digs deep without losing definition. Low frequencies have pace and punch to complement that impressive presence and depth, too. As we said in our review, play a Noni and the Johnsons' It's My Fault from the collective's latest album, and the Prodigy's mid-range talents come to the fore once more. There's substance behind her vocal delivery, and a very honest rawness that conveys her grief and guilt around her complicity with how humanity has broke the earth. Emotion pours out of her mouth and the PMCs do well to communicate it. While the Prodigy One's talents in precision and organization mean we would veer towards calling them analytical, the speakers aren't informative at the expense of entertainment. Systematic, yes, but anything but soulless. Number 4. Bowers & Wilkins 606S3. The 606S3 are the bigger stand mounters in B&W's latest 600S3 range of speakers, and they're bigger, bolder and pricier than the younger sibling, the 607S3 speakers, above. The 606S3 takes on from the previous generation's 606S2 Anniversary Edition, also award winners, with improvements and updates throughout. They're furnished with the same upgrades as the 607, from the new titanium tweeter to the revised speaker terminal layout around the back. The two-way configuration, the same well-made build quality and finishes and the same dimensions return, but the 606S3 are yet another step up in sound quality. Unlike the peppy, fun character of the 607S3, the 606S3 offer a more mature presentation. There are newfound levels of refinement and openness compared with the older S2 model, with a spacious-sounding presentation and ample headroom for that cleaner treble to soar. Meanwhile, that bigger 16.5cm mid/bass driver and deeper cabinet result in added weight, punch and authority. This extra bass power means the 606S3 speakers aren't quite as prone to the slightly excitable and forward treble of its lively 607S3 sibling, but the older sibling's more level-headed, staid character comes at the expense of that charming and immediately entertaining sound we like so much in the new 607S3. While the 606 aren't slouches when it comes to attack and agility, we find they don't hold songs together as cohesively as when played through the enthusiastic 607. But this didn't stop us from enjoying the speakers. As we said in our original review, did we have any trouble playing albums continuously without getting bored through the 606? Absolutely not. The pristine, capable nature of these new stand mounters is still very impressive, and they are a big, easy listen. If you can afford and accommodate a step up above the compact 607S3 speakers, want a larger scale of sound and need more oomph to your bass, the B&W 606S3 will be to your liking. Number 3. Bowers & Wilkins 607S3. Now in its 8th generation and going 20+ years strong, Bowers & Wilkins 600 series of speakers has more often than not provided some superb speakers. And that story continues with its latest entry-level 607S3 speakers. The smallest and most affordable stereo speaker that B&W makes, even if that budget price has increased in the last couple of years. The new 607S3 replaces the previous award-winning 607S2 Anniversary Edition speakers and delivers a significantly improved performance. The 607S3 has been updated throughout, with a brand new 25mm titanium decoupled double-dome tweeter, a new elongated tube loading system, a revised motor assembly for the 13cm continuum mid/bass driver, higher quality components used in the crossover, and sturdier cabinet bracing. The two drivers overlap to improve integration, while the use of titanium means more refined and detailed high frequencies. The footprint remains the same and they're ideal for smaller spaces. Partner them carefully to balance out a somewhat forward, excitable treble performance, and you'll be rewarded with a terrifically detailed, rhythmically cohesive, agile, and energetic sound. The overall presentation is more open-sounding than before, while the treble performance is so much sweeter and more refined. For their size and price level, each note lands with precision and they even hold dynamic interest at low volume. Bass lines are pulled taut, and while they don't go as bone-shatteringly deep as bigger speakers, or as big as the bigger 606S3, below, they do land with impact. Overall, they're just incredibly fun to listen to. As we mentioned in our review, songs we know well and play every time during reviewing, Alt.js Breezeblocks, Bruce Springsteen's Terry's Song, John Williams' Jurassic Park theme, are all given a zest of life through these talented speakers. They sound rhythmically cohesive, agile, and well organized. You should also consider the Triangle Borea BR03. For their size, they pack an immense sense of scale, making them ideal for filling smaller rooms. But their slightly peaky treble and divisive aesthetic means we prefer the B&WS. Number 2. ELAC Debut B5.2. ELAC's Debut B5.2 speakers should be considered one of the company's finest efforts, with the very affordable and likable pair delivering great performance for those tight on budget. The ELAC Debut B5.2 are brilliant performers for the money. The speakers feel solid, they're unfussy about placement, and they take any music you throw at them in their stride. They have the dynamic expression, detail resolution and tonal sophistication to handle it all, and enough stretch in their abilities to get even better with a system above their natural price range. For this sort of money, they're exceptional. We said in our original review, these are expressive performers that deliver sound with a precision and cohesion that's rare for this level. The old debuts timed well, but these ones go even further, conveying the changes of musical momentum beautifully. If you're not sold, you could also consider the Dolly Spectre too. They cost about the same, they offer an agile, articulate, expressive sound and are similarly unfussy over where they're placed. They also have a slightly richer mid-range, which some might prefer. Number 1. KEF LS50 Meta. The KEF LS50 Meta are one of our most recommended speakers, offering incredible performance for the money. They may not look too different from the previous gen standard LS50, and in many ways they aren't. The brand decided not to change the beautifully made enclosure as it discovered that little could be improved. We agree, it's a high-quality, well-built speaker. The one area that KEF decided needed improvement was the LS50's iconic UniQ driver array, where the tweeter sits in the throat of the mid/bass unit. This has been thoroughly reworked, taking in all the refinements that KEF has developed over the past 8 years and adding something new in the form of metamaterial absorption technology, MAT, KEF's way of coping with the sound that comes off the back of the 25mm aluminum tweeter dome. It doesn't take long to realize that these LS50 Meta speakers are hugely improved, with a newfound level of clarity and finesse the originals only hinted at. Which makes them superb all-rounders. They sound smooth and balanced, with the new Meta technology proving its worth with stunningly clear and sophisticated high frequencies. Punchy bass, nuanced dynamics and sure-footed timing all coalesce to deliver a terrific performance. We said in our review, large-scale dynamics are handled well and there's a good amount of muscle for a speaker of this size. These are refined and composed performers that rarely sound stressed unless volume levels are high. They are superb all-rounders that work nicely with a variety of partnering amplifiers. You will find all the links of these products in the description below. Comment below and tell us which powered bookshelf speaker you were considering. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and share with your friends, and if you are new to the channel then subscribe and hit the bell icon for future updates.